Z790 classified from EVGA. This motherboard is a DDR5 motherboard. It supports the the 1700 socket, which is the 12th and 13th generation. So it is the Alder Lake and Raptor Lake CPUs that it supports. So let's open this up real quick. Now I wasn't gonna buy this motherboard because it is not very price friendly at $600. So, but it came down to 400 and something. I have it in the description. So it came down in price, and also I kind of broke my Z690 motherboard, so it was a good excuse. And the Z690 actually goes for around $700 at the moment. So this was a far better option just to upgrade. And I broke the box. So, and I didn't order this from EVGA directly. I got this from Amazon instead, because EVGA currently does not have it. In case you're wondering, I will have this motherboard right now for comparison. And I'm really sorry about the noise. My AC is a full blast because it's really hot right now. It's the middle of summer, and someone's mowing the grass outside at the best possible time, you know. But the packaging is very similar to the Z690 that I got last year, but this thing is a bit off. And open this up, it's going to be the instruction booklet or installation quick guide, and of course we're just going to ignore this because who reads it? Gonna nice packaging right there. And let's open this up. Alright, here's the accessory kit. Very similar to the one from last year. Course, okay, this one is a bit different. This one is a bit longer than last year, and doesn't have the E. Oh, it still has the E. So it has the E, and this is where all the drivers are. Now, if you don't install the drivers, not even plugging in an Ethernet cable will actually give it access to the internet. So really keep this, or if you lose this, you can always just download the drivers onto any USB drive and from any other computer and just plug it in and install them. This one. Right, so here we got the antenna for the Wi-Fi. Let's open this up real quick. And here it is. It looks very similar to the one from last year, actually. This is, of course, metal. I mean, this has a magnet, so it sticks to your case. So, it's back in here. These are some SATA cables. More SATA cables. So let's just move this to the side. Let's open the rest of it. Alright, so that should be it. Let me put this to the side. So let's open this up. Oh no. Oh wow, this thing has a bigger heatsink than the other one. The other one didn't have this. Alright, so let's talk about first this. So these are both PCIe Gen 5 X16, and this is PCIe Gen 4 X4. So you can tell it's a bit smaller. These are reinforced, and if you're wondering, about the new graphics cards. The new graphics cards are actually PCIe 4.0. They're still compatible with this. It's just that buying one of these boards is not going to give you like faster speeds when using the new graphics cards. But something else that has changed from the previous one is that the RAM has been rotated 90 degrees. And this is to reduce memory latency, so you can overclock it better, and it talks better with the CPU. So the previous version of this motherboard, you could overclock it, I believe, to up to 6,000. This one is to 7,800. That is what I believe. I'm gonna, please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong on that. But if we want to compare the old board, here it is. So you can tell that this one is a bit more different. So, well, it still has the same number of ports here, SATA ports. Oh, and this one still has three M.2 Gen 4 slots on the bottom of this, just in case you're wondering. But if you can see here, well, I still have my i7 in here. It's still very similar. So if you already have a 690, upgrading to this one will not really grant you a lot. And even now, I mean, I wouldn't suggest buying a 690. I would suggest buying a 660 or a 760, which can be purchased for between what, 150, 100 to $200, and they have, some of them have DDR5 support for less than 200. So that would be better. This is for overclocking and for any other nonsense that you may want to do, because it's a pretty solid board, but it is extremely expensive. But let's have a look at some of the ports here. Okay, so you can see here that you got a couple of you got 6 USB A 3.0, and you got USB C right here, and you still have 2 Ethernet. Just the difference is that on the old board they were both 2.5, but in this one of them is 10 gig. All right, other than that, you still got 2 for the antenna, a reset, and the BIOS update. So everything else is pretty similar except this right here. This thing is very different. It looks way cooler though than the other one. And something else is that the power for the CPU is actually on this side. These are 2 8-pin connections, as you can see. So the power is on the side. So you got the 24-pin ATX, and you got 2 CPU. So you got 2 8 ones, so 16. And this is for the I/O for the front, the USB ports and stuff. What else? Got some connections here as well. You got a ton of 3-pin connections for RGB, 3-pin for fans. There's a lot going on here. Now, if you compare it to the old board had the CPU pins here at the top for the CPU, and the RAM was, of course, on the right side instead of the top. And you can see here that the only ones is the 24-pin ATX. Still got this USB right here, and yeah, everything else is pretty similar except this one doesn't have the Gen 4 X4 slot right here. But yeah, that's pretty much the basic overview of this board. Let me open this up right here so that you can see the ports that are under there. All right, let's begin. Of course, this is Phillips head. It seems to have 4 Phillips head instead of 5 like the other one. I'm blind or something. Okay, so these are still different. The ones on the right look like this. The ones on the left look like this. So, and you have it. You got the complementary metal oxide semiconductor right here, and you got for slots for NVMe's or M.2 drives. So yeah, this is just seems like solid steel right here. And the back of it still. Now this one is a lot lighter than the 690 for some reason. 690 is a lot heavier. Now I do believe, do these letters light up? We'll have to see that in a bit. I'll probably add a clip. I know that this lights up, and on this one the EVGA logo lights up here, and the 690 lights up right here. But yeah, this is a solid board. So this is gonna be just the end of this video. This is just gonna be an unboxing. I don't want to take up too much time for anyone that was just wanting to see what actually changed on the board, or if it was actually worth it. Personally, if you don't overclock anything or don't just like premium products, then just buy a 660 motherboard, a B660. It should be DDR4 and DDR5 versions of that board that are gonna be like less than half the price of what this thing cost me. Even at a discount, this thing was like 500 bucks. And you can buy a B660 DDR5 for under $200, the gigabyte version of it. So yeah, this is a premium board. It looks nice. I like it. You know, I like EVGA because of the quality and the warranty, but others might not like it because of the price. You know, I'm just gonna admit it, I'm just an EVGA fanboy at this point. A bunch of other products, even though, you know, it's costing me a kidney and an eye and an arm and a leg. But yeah, so this is gonna be the end of the video. I will be doing the setup at a separate video. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and please subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Maybe then I don't have to live on ramen noodle for the next 5 months while I pay this off. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.